Ref.Rap, high school football rules for officials. The inadvertent whistle epistle. Federation Rule 423. Ref.Rap is subordinate to Federation and Ohio High School Athletic Association. Ref.Rap is a supplement and complement to your exhaustive study of the Federation Rules Book and OHSAA rulings. Even though its amiable intent is to fortify and reinforce rules and its interpretations, the Federation and OHSAA official publications take precedence. Do you enjoy rules study? Can you remember and recall them on the field when you need them? Let Ref.Rap's interactive tools and tutorials be your conduit to comprehension through our time-tested tract training. Federation Rule 423, the inadvertent whistle. An inadvertent whistle ends the down. Inadvertent whistles are administered as follows. A. The down shall be replayed if, during a down or during a down in which the penalty for a foul is declined, an inadvertent whistle is sounded while a legal forward pass or snap is in flight or during a legal kick. The team last in possession may choose to either put the ball in play where possession was lost or replay the down if, during a down or during a down in which the penalty for a foul is declined, an inadvertent whistle is sounded while the ball is loose following a backward pass, fumble, illegal forward pass, or illegal kick. C. The team in possession may choose to either accept the results of the play at the dead ball spot or replay the down if, during a down or during a down in which the penalty for a foul is declined, an inadvertent whistle is sounded while the ball is in player possession. D. The penalty shall be administered as determined by the basic spot and takes precedence over inadvertent whistle administration if, during a down, a live ball foul occurs prior to the inadvertent whistle and the penalty is accepted. A lot there to digest, so let's break it down into its key words. An inadvertent whistle ends the down, period. The ball becomes dead. Any type of live ball penalty that's prior to the inadvertent whistle takes precedence. The down is replayed on a loose ball play. If the ball becomes loose during, say, a running play, the team last in possession may choose either the result or replay of the down. And when a play is running play and it's possessed throughout the entire sequence and an inadvertent whistle happens, the team in possession then may choose to have the result of the play or a replay. This can be more simply into the acronym PAPER. Is a penalty accepted? A penalty takes precedence. Identify the possessor. The possessor will then have the option to either take the effect, the result of the play, or to replay the down. Ready, routine, and result. So for the routine of inadvertent whistle administration, what prepares us and gets us ready? The ramp. Rules are 423 from the Federation. Acumen is the casebook situations 423 A through G to give you the IQ and EQ needed. Mechanics for Ohio officials is the Gold Book Whistle Mechanics number 37. And from a philosophical standpoint for everybody, it's basically confirmation that you have a dead ball before you sound a whistle. For Ohio officials, you can look at your if in doubts number 4, that a player is in bounds, i.e. confirm that you have a dead ball before sounding a whistle. How do we achieve consistent and desired outputs, especially for an inadvertent whistle administration? The 4 A's. We assume authority by having a purposed whistle. We don't sound a whistle until we have a purpose. Refer to the definition of a live ball, or a live ball, dead ball, and a dead ball especially in Rule 211. And also you can refer to Rule 422, especially letter J on the inadvertent whistle. We assess by confirming, not contemplating, that we have a dead ball. Confirm your dead ball. For Ohio officials in the Gold Book, it states see the ball, see level. We adjudicate by paper, having an accepted penalty, and if the penalty is not accepted or we don't have a penalty, look at the possessor, and that possessor then has the right to take the effect or result of the play or to replay the down. In administration, be the fixer, and we'll discuss that on the next slide. If or when we have an inadvertent whistle, the crew needs to be the fixer. Although no one is happy with an inadvertent whistle, we need to make sure we adjudicate it correctly and administrate and communicate its outcome clearly. For the crew, we need to make sure the official's mind is on the next play. Dwelling on a mistake can lead to another mistake. Empathize and encourage your crewmate. Get his or her mindset back into the game. To be the fixer, we fess up, inform the crew, then explain it to the head coaches. Make sure that for that crewmate, he or she erases it for now. We can analyze it later. And make sure that we restart the game once everything is adjudicated, administrated properly. When in doubt, for Ohio officials, the Gold Book, if in doubt's number 4, a player is in bounds. Extrapolating from that is meaning that we confirm that we have a dead ball prior to sounding our whistle. And from an overall standpoint for every official, even those outside of Ohio, just to confirm that you have a dead ball before a whistle is sounded. Learning interactive tools. Number 1, let's look at the casebook 423 situation B. While legal forward pass is in flight, B1 interferes with eligible A1, and then there is an inadvertent whistle. Ruling. If A accepts the penalty for a foul which occurred prior to the inadvertent whistle, the penalty takes precedence. Remember paper. Then be the fixer. Learning interactive tool number 2 from the casebook 423 situation C. With 4th and goal on B's 4-yard line, A21 is hit and fumbles, and as the ball rolls into the end zone, an inadvertent whistle is sounded. The fumble occurs at the 2-yard line. Ruling. A will have a choice of taking the play at the spot of the fumble or replaying the down. Comment. Whenever an inadvertent whistle sounds while the ball is loose following a fumble, the ball is returned to the spot of the fumble or spot of last possession. Theoretically, this is where the ball becomes dead. Regardless of where the ball is fumbled, the team last in possession may choose to have the ball put in play where the possession was lost and count the down, or choose to replay the down. Also, you can reference Rule 8. An inadvertent whistle is the exception for a loose ball declared dead in the opponent's end zone. Lit number 3, casebook 423 situation E. K's ball 4th and 12 on R's 45-yard line. K8's punt is rolling on R's 16-yard line when an inadvertent whistle sounds. R56 blocks K11 in the back on R's 22-yard line during the down, but prior to the whistle. Ruling. By rule, an inadvertent whistle during the kick, a loose ball play, is declination of all fouls. Stipulates a replay of the down. However, if the penalty for R's illegal block is accepted, the penalty is enforced from the previous spot and K will replay 4th down, 4th and 2 from R's 35-yard line. Lit 4, video 1, a running play. Beyond debating if this is down or not down, let's just go with an inadvertent whistle that occurred. What's the adjudication administration on a running play? Remember, paper, then fixer. When the inadvertent whistle occurs, I will say the word whistle. Whistled. What is the adjudication administration on a running play for an inadvertent whistle? Whistle happens. Learning interaction tool number 4, video number 2, a scrimmage kick. And an inadvertent whistle that occurs on a scrimmage kick. Make sure that we storyboard this and digest this completely. We need to understand all aspects and all sequences that occur. In this case here, in this scrimmage kick, this occurs when the ball is in flight. Whistle. Whistle. Please refer back to the acronym PAPER and FIXER again to be able to adjudicate and administrate this play. Learning interactive tool number 4, video number 3, another scrimmage kick. However, in this case, this is not as the kick is occurring or during the kick. This is after the kick or upon the return, which will then have, according to PAPER and FIXER, will have a different adjudication and administration. Whistle. Whistle. What does PAPER and then FIXER tell you to do in this situation? Please leave it in the comments. Let's review. Remember, we assume authority by making sure that we have a purpose-based whistle. We assess by confirming a dead ball. Don't contemplate a dead ball. For Ohio officials in the Gold Book, it says, see the ball, see leather. We adjudicate by PAPER. Is the penalty accepted? If there is one. If the penalty accepted, that precedes any inadvertent whistle. If there is no penalty or the penalty is declined, we look at the possessor, and the possessor then has the right to identify if they want to take the effect, the result of the play, or if they want to have a replay of the down. And administrate. Be the fixer. Fess up, inform the crew, explain the situation to the coaches, make sure that the official erases it for now, you can analyze it later, and then restart the game. Was this a good summation of the rules? Is it understood? Did you learn something new? Or was this a good refresher? Does it have more meaning for you now? Please provide any questions or feedback or further rule study you'd like to see in the comments. Please also hit the like and subscribe buttons. Of course, if you can explain this rationale now, you have successfully completed the course. Works cited: Federation Publications, Rules Book, Case Book, and Simplified and Illustrated Book. OHSAA resources are the Gold Book and its football website, ohsaafb.com. The home of the Youngstown District Football Officials Association, mahoningofficials.com. My grandchildren, and then 2 further articles that are good resources: Avoid an Inadvertent Whistle During a Kick from artofofficiating.com, and Protocols for Inadvertent Whistles from Ref.Rap.com. And then below that are the 3 citations for the videos that we did watch. Thank you to my family, colleagues, and peers for your time, care, and commitment to the officiating avocation.